Hey guys, this is a scaredy squirrel, and this is my first YouTube video. And for my first one, I had this presentation I have to do for my reading class, and I chose the topic gender identity disorder. And my friend came over today, and I told her I gave the presentation to her and asked her about it, and she said that I should put it up on YouTube because it will change people's lives and that it's a good thing and it should go up on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna put this up on YouTube for you guys, obviously. And so my topic was gender identity disorder. So gender identity disorder is when your inner gender doesn't align with your physical characteristics. So when your physical gender doesn't align with your inner gender. That's gender identity disorder. And it is referred to as gender identity disorder, but what's more common now is hearing it referred to as gender dysphoria, which is a condition where you feel discomfort or distress because of your physical gender. It was also used to describe one with gender identity disorder, but now it is used as gender identity disorder because technically it's not a disorder. It's just mental distress. So, yeah. Let me start. I'm going to give you some terms and definitions of the terms. So, again, these definitions, they're different for the individual. It's your definition of the word you use based on your feelings inside. So this is the direct definitions, not necessarily the ones that a person identifying as that gender would say. It varies according to who you believe you are on the inside and what your feelings are. So let's start with one. Gender non-binary. Gender non-binary is also known as gender non-conforming. It's an umbrella or a blanket term for people who don't fit into either category. So they're in between, or it could be also used for neither gender. So pangender. Pangender is when you don't conform to binary standards, when you're neither male or female. So that's neither or anywhere in between. So genderqueer. This was probably the most common for the gender identity disorders that isn't transgender. You'll hear this one a lot. It's an umbrella or blanket term used when people aren't just one gender. So anywhere between male and female. It's an over term. Androgynous. This one is a little bit common. It's not that common though. It's when you're neither gender in dress, appearance, or behavior. It's an over term, and it is used for anything in between boy or girl because it means neither gender, though it can also be used for neither. Agender. Agender is when you feel you are without a gender, either a combo of both or neither. So this could go in the middle, or it could go in neither. Intersex. Intersex is when you're born with a disorder that causes formation of more than one physical gender, or neither physical gender. So you could either be more girl, so your gender is going to form more of a girl, more of a boy, both, or neither. And this one actually causes, because if you're born with neither, or both of some sort, when your hormones start running, it can cause a lot of gender dysphoria because you're both or neither. Here's one of the most common ones you'll hear. It's transgender. This one's male to female, or MTF, but it's transgender. This is probably the most common one you'll hear. A lot of people know about this one, or have heard the term at least. And it's when you feel as though you were born into the wrong gender, the opposite gender that you are on the inside. MTF is male to female, and if you are transgender MTF, you'd actually be put under the category of female because that's your inner gender. And as well as when you see these in female to male, that would be put under male. You can also be like a new choice trans, which is when you're and if you're like a new choice, but you also kind of a transgender one. That's a really complicated term. So cisgender. Cisgender is most people. It's when you fit into the category of your physical character. So if you're born male, you feel male. So it's when your outer gender aligns with your inner gender aligns with your physical gender. So this would go under the category of male and female. Because you're born female and you feel female on the inside. Gender fluid. Gender fluid is a dynamic mix of both boy and girl. Mixed, but some days you'll feel more of one and some days you'll feel more of the other. And you can either be more girl or more boy. Okay. And here's another one. Bigender. Bi means two. Bicycle. Bicycles have two wheels. When you identify as two genders, either both or back and forth between boy and girl. So kind of like gender fluid. Or you can identify as both. Or more girl or boy. Trigender. Trigender is when you shift between male, female, and a third gender, which can be genderless or both. So neither or both. So it's when you shift between both a girl, a boy, or genderless, or neither. New choice. I said new choice before. A new choice is when you're neither male or female. You can be both or neither. And sometimes you feel like you're a new choice trans, which can mean you feel you're a girl at birth, and you feel like you're a little bit more of a guy on the inside, but not enough to be considered trans. That would be new choice trans. And neither but guy, more like a guy. So that, I believe, is all the terms I have. I'm sorry if I missed one. If you are one and I missed one, please just leave it down in the comments. Also leave down in the comments what you think of these, and I will tell you. Okay?